But then, my lovely dears, get underway. Welcome back. Another exciting session of World of Darkness. This time it's just 3 players. Mars is in sweet unconsciousness, and Remia is currently MIA, but maybe rejoining us. Don't know yet. And when last we left off, our intrepid party completed the job that they were set and retrieved Louisa Belladonna, the titty monster, and rescued her from fate's most insidious, or really kind of unknown fate. All things yes, Intitius. Great big heaving Titius. In the process of this, the vampire responsible, Scarped, and Scarped with a fucking fury, considering she had 3 dots of celerity and a fuck ton of Vitae to ban. Very well fed. And the process of getting the fuck out there was important enough for her to spend everything down to like 2. That's the point she got to, at least, when she escaped. Melanie Nguyen.
I mean, generally speaking, the good thing is, even going as fast as she was, she's only going like as fast as a car, and only for like a minute at most.
That's true.
So she's far, and she's probably running still to get farther. Or like, being a smart person and taking a vehicle. But there's a chance. She didn't just like zoom out to the other side of the country.
Didn't pull a flash. Yeah.
Unless she is a member of the Apollinaire, and then she could just take one of the doorways in the Eternal Crossroads.
I think you'd know if they were Apollinaire.
Yeah, probably. They'd have an eye patch.
Missing an eye, for one, yeah.
Oh. Okay, I was gonna like be Apollinaire, but she's a fucking vampire bee?
Yes, the Apollinator.
Yeah, I was slightly confused there.
Before we jump to that, of course, aspirations.
There are actually a bee-centric bloodline out there.
That sounds like it's probably pretty dope.
They're weird. They have hive minds.
Sounds like they're a really good, good creepy monster to include then.
And they're like female only, if I remember
Sounds
correctly.
like they're going extinct.
They're the Melissa
I'm so sad. I'm the reason bees are dying.
Could you imagine Gould bees making Vitae honey?
Awesome. Awesome and creepy.
Oh, red, like deep, like almost like fucking burnt amber.
Yeah, it'd be pretty fucking dope. And as I say, super fucking creepy. But first, aspirations. Rose,
Yes.
the only aspiration you currently have is to use Legba's Curse on someone.
I still want to do that. So, we don't know what the next thing's going to be, so let's...
Well,
see.
I know of your plans in general, being try and catch this bitch, prepare to go to Switzerland, and settle yourself in there. Presumably up to the probably the expected limit of what you guys could get done in a session. I know your propensity to faff.
Well, I don't have the link any 2 doors together thing yet.
Really?
Yeah, you're gonna have to stop into the subway.
I could buy it, but there's other things I could buy too.
True. But it would speed up everything forever.
You have other options for traversing one place to another with alacrity.
I mean, the first thing, like, that power is kind of secondary at first. Because I've never been to Switzerland, so I cannot link a door there myself. So, first aspiration, find a door in the Eternal Crossroads in San Posado.
I suspected as much, and I'm glad that preparation did not was not wasted.
Good.
Hooray! I was super worried when you were like, oh, I haven't got another power. Am I even going to bother with the first one? Thinking, please don't let me have wasted it. Alright, and your third aspiration. Book a flight to Switzerland. Alright.
Yeah, I've been neglecting my duties. Help a ghost.
Help a ghost. Okay. Okay. DCL.
Gotta help them cross over so they stop haunting the mortal world.
Sounds
I am
good.
here.
You have.
You also have a room.
Oh, we have a room now? Welcome back. DCL, we have earn a magical sword with a plus, recruit Kajima with a plus, and space for a third aspiration.
Go to Switzerland.
Alrighty.
No, yeah, Switzerland.
Well, nobody knows about this heist yet.
I mean, it's
okay.
it's semi fucking meh in the first place to have aspirations that you can dot down like this, so it's fine to have that. It's okay. It's a quote unquote a character's aspiration, but like if you know it's an aspiration you'll have later on, but like still session centric, that's fine. You don't have to limit yourself super hard. Indeed, like there's all sorts of cases that one can make for a lot of different aspirations. Knowing ahead of time always helps. Alright. And just in time, Rem. Gideon, you have acquire a ghoul with 2 pluses and space for 2 more aspirations. What would you like?
Switzerland.
Okie dokie. And a third?
I already gave you mine.
Swear to God.
Free space. I can't think of anything.
Okay. And Saul, you have acquire another dot of resources with 3 pluses in it and space for 2 more aspirations. That's you, Hedrick.
Okay. Yes, I was thinking how to word it properly. One aspiration is secure. Let's get it out of the way there. Secure Angelina Wise's rediscovered resources.
Sure thing. That makes a lot of sense. And your third aspiration? I won't judge you for taking the low-hanging fruit.
Which one would that be?
Going to Switzerland.
Oh, no, I got something out.
Alright.
Because that's woven into the first one.
Could be, I suppose.
Because going there would be a step in securing it.
That's a fair point.
Then let's see, I would be acquire property.
Acquire property. In what context, sorry? Like a place to stay while
actual-
you're there? Or you want to own a house in San Posado?
Yes, own in San Posado. Own actual property. Acquire and own my own property.
Do you want it, for instance, to be the kind of thing that, I don't know, might be considered a safe house, a safe place? Because there is a merit to reflect it, so if you wanted to really nail down that aspiration to something you can score by acquiring the dot of it.
You know, that would be good.
Okay.
See,
This is a safe place in San Posado. Alrighty. Yeah, I can't remember the exact name of that merit. Is it safe place or safe house or...
It's
Safe
Yes.
place.
Safe. Okay, cool.
The upgraded version's Haven.
Even. Okay, cool.
I was on this way. DCL doesn't have to live in a goddamn apartment with a goddamn Nazi.
But that guy
Look,
is
that's-
great, though.
That's just the millennial struggle, right?
Yeah, he's just playing to his
Yeah,
character.
But detail, think about this. Your own place with your own kitchen and your own bathroom.
Doesn't
I'm
use either of those. He's a vampire.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a millennial. I'm not allowed to dream of such lofty things.
Okay. Let me just okay, let me reword it then. As if for vampires. Your own safe place to sleep and
Okay.
your own training area.
Okay.
A place where you can finger yourself in the dark.
Oh.
That's
Also important. This here is the fingering room. Please wash up afterwards.
And right adjacent is the fisting room. Do not get them confused.
We have an assortment
I
of
was
flavored
wondering
lubricant.
if DCL's roommates were killing somebody, but no, just
No, it's the
there's
puppets.
dogs.
Yeah, those are pups.
Alright, with those aspirations in place, we pick back up. I believe that night, the band themselves began their actual feeding frenzy, quote unquote. Rose kept the little ghoul kid company, and even hooked her up with a phone, and has learned the location of her door in quite a smart way. Her door is a trailer, which can get you quite far in a distance very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So if she's ever in trouble,
yeah.
I'll come around and bring the cavalry.
Yeah. Saul quickly threw out the net, a basic description, name, identity, numbers, anything that you had on them, and threw them out to contacts, and they're currently spreading out to other contacts. That'll be a chance die just to see if anyone is in a helpful position.
Mm-hmm.
DCL, I think you went... Oh, you went to go and suck a dick because you hadn't done that yet, and you did promise.
I did.
I remember that specifically being like, well, I put it off all this time, and then the job as written is
I did.
concluded.
We took DCL right back to the club.
Yeah.
I was gonna actually go out and hit the streets to see if I couldn't find her.
No, you
No,
had
no,
you had
she's-
promises. Yeah, you did. Damn it. You had promises to uphold.
And I already scored it, so you can't go back on.
This is true. And I believe Gideon himself went back to the Elysium, although I do not remember for what. Or did he go back and tell the gangsters, like, you found the missing woman, so the Louisa is not being continually hunted down now by a bunch of mortals who think she's missing still?
I hardly remember what I did 2 days ago. I can't be expected to remember what I did a week ago.
Okay.
2 weeks ago.
Alright then. Let's see here then. Let us pick up with Saul's test. First up, a chance die. You have a bunch of contacts, and there is just a chance that one of them could net or at least pin down the location of this individual. Is not out of question.
Okay, so 1d10.
Correct, and you're hoping for a 10. Motherfucking
welcome.
shit.
Oh my god.
Nice.
I did not pour this drink strong enough.
I would recommend that you send VampCL after.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's go over the fucking map, I suppose. Of course. You still talking to look? Oh, maybe I don't fucking. Okay. The person you are currently looking for made it across the river via a pathway. And ended up on your radar after being seen. Easier.
Sorry, that was me sniffing.
Sweet rails of white
Do
lightning.
cocaine later.
Yes, cocaine.
Oh my god.
Let's see here. There is a card that she broke into somewhere around in this area. However, she did so as a patrol car was going by. There was a brief chase before she disappeared, but that right around here is the area in which she currently is. Do a big old circly do. And that is somewhere where she is right about now.
Okay.
At the time of learning this information, currently you guys are at the safe word. At safe word even, there's no the in front of it. Having a good
Excellent.
old time.
Well, time to use this modern phone here. Slide. Rose. Darian. Not the only one active out there at the moment, so.
Yep.
Initialize group call there.
No, you're making it a group call. Weirdly enough, they are both in the same room when both of their phones silently buzz in their pockets.
Wipe cheek. Hello?
Are you feeding right now?
Yeah, sure, let's go with that. What's up,
Oh
son?
yeah, he's getting a real mouthful. I'll wave in the
Shut up.
background.
Shut up, Rose.
Saul, you can hear Rose speaking through like one headset, and then there's a quiet echo in DCL zone.
Here, I'm gonna move out the room.
You can actually hear a fucking sigh. He actually did a sigh there. So.
Hey, I'm technically off the clock, so you can judge my life choices afterward.
Yes,
during
but
the hours.
I'm calling both of you.
Yeah.
You mentioned it. She pinged one of my contacts in the city.
Oh shit. I didn't expect you to actually be able to see her.
Well, thank you for that vote of confidence.
Hey, you know what I meant. She's kind of Sonic the Hedgehog. Wait, you don't even know who that is. The point is, you're doing good work. Where's the last place you saw her?
Like she's been, she last saw was doing a break-in, auto break-in at the corner of Moorbrick and Stone.
All right.
Well, this area is now the corner of
Moorbrick and
Stone.
Okay, I will remember that never.
Well, looks like
Nor will
got
I bother writing it down because I'll forget why I wrote it down.
Well, looks like I definitely have my place to start searching.
Yeah. Do not go alone. You know, you've seen. Well, maybe you haven't seen, but Rose has.
She fast.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But
and if
you compare her to Sonic, but more like Speedy Gonzalez.
If she has any form of mental capabilities, both you and Darian, well, I would think that you both have a form of mental fortitude as well as secondary capabilities.
Brains as hard as a rock.
Yeah, hopefully we'll help you this time, but now if you wish to question her, because Rose seems quite eager to find out for whatever reason, given her familiarity with the little one. And you seem to be more of the, well, do your job.
I'm curious.
Don't worry. I've done this thing, well, couples of tens of times. Basically hundreds. But yeah, hundreds of times.
Time. Move. Walk while you talk.
So, Rose, I'm going to need to borrow that motorcycle.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright, give me a second real quick to make sure I can do this. Because if I can't, I'm going to want to go alone to a certain point.
Or we all just go. I'll send in some...
Oh, no. You're dealing with a vampire. You're dealing with a vampire with celerity. Best option is to surprise her. If I take Rose, I can maybe keep her stealthy until we get close. But if you bring in any backup, we'll give a pointed look as Rose laughs. She's gonna get caught on and probably escape again.
Very well. If you do not wish me to interfere, then I'll stay out of it.
Let us put this down to a skill test. First is one for finding her, and then if you do, we'll do a chase.
Alright.
Ah, see, parkour.
Yeah.
I mean, do we have to do a chase if I'm able to sneak up on her?
The chase itself is the name of, like,
Oh, okay.
I'll explain it as we get to it.
I'm gonna take my 5 XP and put them all into parkour right now.
Fine, I'll just increase your chase modifier.
Nah. Just come out of the Matrix. I know parkour.
It's a weird one to come out of the Matrix with, but, you know, full credit. But alright. So first, the searching. I am also going to just put her turn on. UCL will make you chase head. Both of you will be rolling, so whoever wants to take the lead on it can, you know, first of all get assistance rolls from the other.
UCL, you take the lead because I've got a ring.
God damn it.
Deal with dogs.
Alright.
Okay, so first up is going to be Melanie's attempt at... First, she has actually got to finish losing the police that are looking for her after smashing in a car in the upper district, which, you know, means they're actually going to give a shit and try.
I feel like... Alright.
So. And then actually she gets negative. Got that off there. No successes. Okay. So she is going to have, you're getting a +1 modifier from her inability to, like, have actually completely lost the cops in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you like to roll for locating her, assuming that you are, you know, riding up on her location? Like, actually getting to that general area is not a problem for you guys. I can assume you're capable of doing so without, like, spilling into the river or smashing into another car or something.
Yeah, okay, now first I'm gonna have to spend, I think, 2 vitae to do touch a shadow for face of the crowd for both for both Rose and her motorcycle.
Okay.
So with the police chasing her and her looking out for that.
Yeah, it will definitely give you some. I'll give you an extra +1 to your roll for finding her.
And because she's basically like avoiding the police and she can't really be subtle about it, I'd say a wit's composure, since you're just looking for the sign of trouble and noise.
Yeah, sounds reasonable. Give it a go. Wit's composure, you can have a +2 mod.
Alright. Might need to spend
tell you what, I will do wit's composure as well on these parts, see if she gives you any mods.
Okay.
Alright, you get a +2 mod as well, so that's 4 total. Hey, I mean, 2 successes is 2 successes. She already failed to lose her leads entirely, so you will both be rucking up on the general area that she is in. It takes a little
willpower.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Yeah, if you want to increase your successes, you can.
One more
3
success.
successes. Okay. You ruck up on the general area and you can see that there are police as well. As expected with the 3 of you hidden by face in the crowd, their attentions never seem to really light on you and you're able to follow the leads of the cops looking for her.
Was that wit's composure like a perception test?
Yeah, it was just to give him modifiers as an assistance.
Oh, well, I have trained observer.
I wasn't going to ask around, you weren't here.
Damn.
Yeah, sorry.
But yes. And now we get to the chase portion. Now, a chase is oftentimes quite literal. Someone is chasing another person. And you can figure out whoever is, you know, fastest or, like, get through a scene and one person gets away and another person wins. And whether you're literally running after her, which you might be, depending on how these rolls go, or sneaking up on her before she moves location, or otherwise introduces a spanner in the works, is important. So you determine the terms of the chase first. So there is the initial lead, and what it would take for either the pursuer to catch their prey or the prey to successfully flee. Her goal is to evade the cops, make it to a car, and drive away.
Oh, she's on foot?
Technically, right now, yes.
Oh, good. Makes it easier.
Your, goal is to physically catch the quarry, to prevent her from reaching a car and driving away. We will be going with the assumption that if she makes it to a car and drives away, then she actually, she didn't literally do so with you breathing down her neck. She got in a car and got away, and you weren't in the area to stop her or see it.
Yeah.
Now, there are modifiers for this. You're both going quote-unquote at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, her speed is higher than yours, so that would be a +1 for her.
Her base movement speed, I assume?
Yes, that's what it's counting. Her speed is higher than yours, so that is a modifier for her.
Wait, we're on a bike, though.
You cannot chase her through the streets or, in buildings and shit on a bike, though.
Yeah, that's...
It's all well and good. You will lose this
still
next... Yeah. You will lose this next bonus, which is you have surprise on her. You'll lose that if you start trying to motorbike her down, up roads and, up fire escapes and shit.
Yeah, familiar stranger, I'm pretty sure would break if a motorbike goes into an alleyway for no reason.
Or, as I say, runs up a fire escape. This is quote-unquote a chase as though it were a full scene in a movie. She is trying
GTA.
to... Yeah, she is trying to get from, rooms to rooms and buildings to buildings and street to street as you guys are hunting her down or trying to close the net.
Okay.
So, she gets a +1 from her speed being just naturally higher. However, you know the territory, that becomes a -1 for her, and you have a surprise on her. There's another -1 on her part. Now, I believe, what is your stealth dots?
My stealth dot is 1. My obfuscate dots are 4.
Alright,
I also have 1 stealth.
Okay. So she has she has a higher innate stealth skill, which in this context is relative to being able to just knowing sneaking around. Obfuscate is all well and good for actually doing the sneaking because it's cheating with magic, but she just knows more about hiding than you do. She doesn't cheat with magic. So that gives her a +1 again. However, you outnumber her. Another -1. So all of her specialities for being quick and getting the fuck out are being negated and then some by the natural advantage you currently have. So these rolls, this chase, will be made with +1.
I might actually... Okay, so I guess this depends on Rose, but yeah, as we're getting closer, Vamciel's probably going to urge that he chases her alone, because only that way will he be able to keep surprise going.
No, you're going at this with the assumption that you had surprise in the first place, and you have a modifier by outnumbering her. If you say you want to go alone, you don't have that anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that depends on what Rose... If Rose is going to be like, yeah, okay, or Rose is going to be like, nah, I'm chasing along with you.
It's going to be the same modifier.
And in reveal how it works turn by turn. A chase turn, in fact, here, straight from the book. Chase turns reflect between 30 seconds and a minute of game time. If it's an extended chase that lasts hours, you break it up into a series of instants during it, each as their own individual chase. The side with the edge determines the terms of the turn. You guys, with your +1 over her, because you're together in a group, will be determining the terms, and I'll set up each scene as it happens. So this is the period, each time you guys do some rolling, a minute is passing. If you really want to break this down, this is a movie chase is occurring.
All right. And also to clarify, I have not had any time to learn celerity yet.
That's fine.
All right. I was asking. Because on the last...
you went straight to sucking dick, so you weren't have time to learn that.
All right.
And here is a brief explanation of what it means to have your edge. You get to dictate the dice pool that is getting used by everyone.
Alright.
So in this example, the player with edge determines that this turn, the dice pool is wits plus animal ken, The reasoning behind this is that the chase has moved into a junkyard full of feral dogs. The roll reflects their abilities to maneuver around the dogs without being slowed or worse, attacked. If the other side wishes to use a different dice pool, they lose the 10 again quality on that roll and get a -1 penalty. You guys are going to have edge on all of these steps, so if you pick a dice pool that she's shit at, she's going to have a way harder time. And now, let us set up the terms for turn 1. You are approaching where she currently is. It appears to be a rather nice set of apartments. It is 3 stories tall. She has gone in through a ground window. There are lights on currently, and she is on the middle floor, escaping to somewhere. How would you like to try and chase her down?
Well, okay, before I just overtake this, Third, do you have any?
I want to hear what you got.
Okay. Well,
what dice pool do you think?
It's gonna kind of be an argument for it, but since Rose would be close to me and familiar stranger, and I just be full Cloak of the Night invisible, I would argue for Wit's Composure because shit.
You can choose Wit's Composure as your dice pool. She is not going to want to use that as well.
No, I mean we can choose it. I don't know if my argument is right because I was saying since we're trying to look for her and we're stealthed and she won't be able to look for us, it'd be the clashing of who finds who first.
Yeah, no, that's totally valid.
Okay.
Yep, you guys can roll Wit's Composure pools. Again, DCL, you have lead, so anything Lily rolls as a modifier for yours.
Okay.
And I roll with 9 again.
You can actually do your special roll stuff. In response, Melanie, the Wit's Composure isn't great, but I don't think her alternatives are that fantastic. She has 2 vitae left. That's not great.
What's my total mods on this, or do I just roll raw?
It's your Wit's Composure and whatever your usual shit is when you roll Wit's Composure to find someone.
Yeah. No additional pluses or negatives?
No, the pluses in this indicate who has edge, and then that allows you to pick your dice pools and affect other modifiers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So your +1 is all you need to have edge for this entire scene, unless something really drastic happens.
All right, then I get to roll with a +1.
Okay. And I have to hope I can break away from that. No, okay. So, ignore the actual numbers of this turn order. I'm using it to track successes. A chase ends when 5 successes occur.
Alright.
So, she only makes it barely to the top floor before you guys spot her, and she was not expecting it. There is a sudden scream in another room as she kicks one of their doors loudly and starts a kerfuffle. And before you guys can, invisible spook your way onto her landing, she jumps out of a window. From there, she makes it to a fire escape just about. She's still got the natural speed on you guys, but you're cornering her.
Right.
More importantly, this draws the attention of the cops, and they are moving around to intercept her in a position she obviously wanted to run away to and can't. As she doubles back on herself, you've got another opportunity to chase her. There is quite a long road that she has to get across before she can duck into more side streets. At this point, it looks like she is going for an open dash across the floor. What do? You can pick the dice pool again. You still have edge.
At this point, are we running close enough to her for me to be able to attack?
That's not how this works.
No. If you want to say, I try to attack her, you choose attacking as the dice pool you're utilizing. However, I will say that it's not really ideal, so I will probably impose a negative in there and give her edge.
Well, she had a gun and you're just shooting at her.
Yeah, no,
if you have a gun, then she can't get edge.
That's why I was asking, is she in a place where she has to double back? So for us, she has to slip through us, because then I could be then I try to cut her off, invisible, and cut her. But no, since she's still faster, I understand that not being something.
Yeah, you can choose a less than ideal dice pool. It just imposes negative modifiers on you. You had edge, so it's still your call on which dice pool is used. If you want to try and start a fight with her and she has to break away from you guys again, that could be how that goes down.
Yeah, no.
What? I don't know your dice pools, but I'm going to suggest she has to go through a alleyway full of homeless people and we roll dexterity streetwise to get through.
I have no streetwise.
You are a terrible person.
Why did you just assume the black dude had streetwise, Lily? That's super racist.
Yeah, if anything, that makes you the terrible person.
Yeah, I'm Mexican. Of course I have streetwise.
Yeah, I'd be at -1 for that, and would I still be the chase lead?
You can let Lily seize the edge. That might impose a chance for her to Melanie to take the edge next turn, though.
If that's the case, then
hey, it's totally valid. I mean, if she doesn't get the edge, then it still remains. It just stays in Lily's control instead.
So, here's my idea instead. I would say she's been, she's a wait. It might be bad because she might be good at that. But she's a fast person.
Yeah.
And she's been running all this time on foot.
Correct.
And so I would almost suggest a stamina athletics check.
Totally valid, yeah. She's like trying to gun it across some open space and make it into some alleyways. We want to see if she's starting to get tired. That's totally valid.
Yeah. Or, yeah, it would mostly be stamina athletics. The only other thing I can think of is maybe she's starting to panic and make bad choices. But I don't see how that'd be contested.
I'm gonna ask you guys to make a decision.
I like running across an open park or something.
Sure. Okay.
Stamina.
Yeah. Go for it. Rose, you can roll first.
Stamina composure.
Yeah. Give modifiers.
Wait, stamina composure?
Stamina what?
I said athletics. I would love for it.
Stamina athletics.
Yeah, I would love for stamina composure, but I feel like I'd be choosing too much to say, oh, she's got to keep her calm and her stamina.
This is where Rose is like, hold on, 1 second.
It's cool. DCL's still your dice lead for this, so all right, no bonuses here, but
okay. Let's try. Oh hey,
not bad. I think she's gonna try and use stamina athletics herself.
I almost want to willpower that.
Decide before I roll, please.
I'm gonna willpower that.
Okay. And another roll. Top 10 again.
All right, 4 successes. 1, 2, 3. Good thing. Oh. Damn it! Fucking.
5.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it happens. You guys, you hit this open patch and you're thinking, surely she's got to be worn down now. We drove all the way up here.
That's salt loosened.
Hey, I mean, it happens. There are plenty more chances.
It happens. I'm just, the dice. Roll 20. I'm
so glad I went with that. Like, I could have chosen to do a different dice pool and still technically rolled more dice, but I wouldn't have had that 10 again.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
It happens. Okay. I'm gonna say she only gets 1 point, but she's gonna steal edge from you guys and pick the next dice pool.
Fuck.
Okay.
Yeah, this is how it all comes.
I hope she picks something good.
Okay. So you're getting across this park and you're actually getting a bit more puffed out than you expected. Like, it's an open space and there are streets and street lights, more importantly. And it's not like either of you guys want to get caught by the cops, and it's kind of hard to be, that sneaky when you're just the only other people chasing someone through a park. She uses this chance to duck into some cover. You come out on the other side of the park and she has dodged you. That said, there are still, signs. You can still smell the direction that she's come through. Because she's a vampire, and you guys are vampires as well. Let's not be idiots here. You have a trail. Yeah. You have a trail, and it's hard for her to now completely shake you guys. She is going to try dexterity stealth.
Alright.
There is in fact, one of them little homeless alleyways going. And she'd like to reach it. It's not quite homeless. It's more like, those, shut down community outreach buildings? It's like, come here, get your needles exchanged, etc.
Yeah.
It's down the side of one of those, and so it is occupied by a number of homeless people. But but it's not like totally derelict, you know, the burning tin can bins and shit like that. It's just there are a bunch of them gathered. And let's try it. I'll roll first since I set the pool.
Okay.
Alright, 3 successes. And the dice pool dexterity stealth.
I'm gonna choose to go with dexterity streetwise.
Wait, do I have to go with that poll? If you do that?
Does DCL have to, or is it just me then?
You guys are your own group on the turn order. You mean each other modifiers. That said, I took edge, so either one of you can choose to be the rolling lead, and the other one modifies for the other.
What's your dexterity streetwise?
That would be 7 dice.
I'm gonna say, just because you lose 10 again on that, I don't believe fully in it. If you lose 10 again, I'd rather just take the dexterity self with 10 again.
It's 4 dice.
For me, that's 5. So, like, if you want to do your own thing and like augment that, because I don't think I get to use obfuscate since.
No, this is in this scene it doesn't quite play out that you can do that. If she chose to, if you choose to do obfuscate in a dice pool and she doesn't have access to it, then you actually are going to get an advantage. This is where vampires get really strong in chases by having powers that other people don't.
But I'm just gonna end up using. I'm gonna keep the 10 again for dexterity stealth and just use willpower. So if you want to roll something just to give bonuses, I'm cool with that. But yeah, I have like still more willpower to burn.
So the question still is like, can I roll by myself and still add can I roll my own thing and still add to his, or have to be the same?
If I do that, I have to put you on here as a person with your own separate count.
Okay, so just roll.
If you would like to, you can totally become a third person on this turn order.
I'll break off.
All right.
Oh.
So yeah, you guys split when she takes another direction.
Doesn't that mean we lose our bonus?
You lose one of them. You guys are even and get to battle for edge every turn.
I would. Damn it. Okay.
You outnumber her 2 to 1 in battling for edge.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fair.
Okay, so here's how seizing the edge works. It's actually pretty neat. After the side with the edge determines the rolls for that turn, both sides predict their rolled successes that turn and write them down.
Ooh.
As the dice are rolled, you uncover those numbers. If you successfully guess your rolled successes, they get edge during the next turn, despite the dice and circumstance. This rule technically heavily favors underdogs because it's easier to guess successes when you got fewer dice.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, I do not like that at all.
Are you
Shit.
sure
like
you got
that.
it's I'll even re-roll those dice so that I don't literally say I know I have 3 successes.
That is some good gambling.
Also, I feel like if you split off, doesn't that mean one of us has to get to 5 on our own first?
Unless you find an opportunity to join together again and you've collected separate ones. If you never get a chance to though, then yeah, either one of you has to reach 5 first.
Hmm.
Oh, you know you want to gamble.
I don't. I know Rose doesn't want to though, so
Here.
I'm kind of fucked on this.
Since we're going through the alley of homeless people, and I'm gonna split off.
Yeah.
Instead, I will do Dex larceny to go through an adjacent building. How's that? Or
Sounds
does it
like a
still have
lot
to be
more
the-
dice.
It's the same amount actually, but it's like more thematic if we're splitting.
Go for it if you want to.
I still have to not roll 10s, but you know.
Hey, such is life. Let's see him. I'm gonna guess my successes. I'll have to write it down on a little pad because I need to have my thing right now here.
So I also need to use dexterity stealth for this, right? To guess successes.
No, you can yeah, if you want to go with the same pool as her, dexterity stealth.
I'm predicting 2 successes.
I'm going to predict 3 successes on this dex stealth roll.
Okay, I'm gonna predict 3 again. I've done 3 once, maybe I can do 3 again.
Wait, but wait, why are we rolling to see who has edge first? We haven't finished this first roll.
That's what happens.
Oh, okay, you do that.
After the side with edge has determined the rolls, both sides predict how many successes they're going to roll. The winner of that prediction, or the closest, gets to pick edge next turn.
All right, that's the case.
Can I make it to 3 again? I didn't. I'm off by 1. Okay, DCL, roll up.
I want to spin willpower.
Roll first. You might not need to.
Okay. Well, let me predict 4 successes.
Okay.
And just be completely wrong.
It happens. Ooh, savage. Okay, so
Wow.
you are 3 away from your estimate. Rose.
All right.
Predicted 2.
Yeah. Do specializations work for this?
Yeah, guess so.
Lockpicking?
You said you wanted to larceny your way through some buildings. Yeah, go for it.
Ooh. I'll add that, and if that fucks me up and puts me over my prediction,
I know,
put
right?
me over
It
my
put you over
prediction.
your prediction. However, you're both out by 1 and you won it, so you have edge. And also, bring the score even immediately. DCL, you're trying to weave your way through some of these homeless people, but it looks like they've already been disturbed by Melanie's passage, and they're starting to, like, you know, slow you down. Like, you hadn't expected to be spotted by one. You can smell possibly ghoul on him because he notices you.
I should feel like that shouldn't. Well, okay, thematically, yes. I feel like that shouldn't happen because obfuscate 4. But you know,
Yeah,
I didn't get to add that dice pool.
You weren't spending that dice pool. If you had, you'd have lost 10 again, but then thrown your obfuscate on, which would be quite weird.
Yeah.
Doing your own dice pool. But yeah, you break even, and Rose, you have edge.
Sweet.
She makes it through this group of homeless people and is now desperately searching for a place that's got cars parked. There are busier sections to the upper district, but as your chase takes you further and further away, she's finding less and less space to take advantage.
So if I have edge, my best skills. What would cinematic persuasion be? A car blocks off the alleyway we're going through, and you gotta like convince the person to get out of the way so you can keep running.
All right, I like it.
So, presence persuasion.
Just I'm rolling a chance die. Jesus fucking shit. Wait, no, I'm rolling 2 dice.
No, you got presence.
You can choose to do a different dice pool. You just don't get 10 again.
I might as well at this point because holy shit, that's
Sure,
so.
what do you want to roll instead?
Oh,
I like this.
Fuck. Well,
I forgot about my asset skills.
you got decent athletics and dexterity. Actually, fucking jumping is strength and athletics because dex is never allowed to be that good. I'm really getting mad at you, Vigor. Too good.
Too good. So yes, it was presence persuasion, yes.
Presence persuasion. Should I roll to set a mark?
First you gotta. She's gonna try and seize the initiative. So estimate
I
your.
gotta estimate.
Estimate your successes.
Wait, so every time you just try to seize the initiative?
Yeah, you guys are all even on modifiers, so it's a seize the initiative every time you get to gamble. You're predicting 4. Oh, okay, edgy. All right. I'm going to roll the same dice pool. I predict 2. I might lose, but I might come out ahead with edge.
All right.
Trying to think of what I can actually use.
Should I wait for DCL? Or should I roll?
Go ahead.
I should wait. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's cool.
Oh,
Fuck.
oh yeah.
Fuck.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think the only thing I'm worried about is if Rose, you catch her, what do you do then?
I mean, she wins the chase. It doesn't matter, quote unquote. After that, like the chase is a success. She either collars her or subdues her somehow. The chase ends. They don't end in a fight unless there's a real specific reason for it. The chase is a replacement for fighting.
Oh.
That's why I said if you wanted to put some attacks in that chase, you're welcome to do it. It's a different dice pool. Like
It's a cinematic chase that has
Yeah.
you going everywhere. And
if it involves like part way through this chase, like John Wicking it through a
Cinematic
building,
fight.
then it does. Yeah. Like
If
Oh,
I
yeah,
was a kid,
a lot of John Wick stuff would be like a chase.
yeah, absolutely. I think the whole fucking John Wick movie itself is built like a World of Darkness chase scene. It just never fucking ended.
if that was the case, then yeah, I would have taken that attack because I also thought I would
Hey,
have
you can
to,
still
like,
you can
subdue-
still go for it. Like
Yeah,
back then you didn't have edge, so the reason you were persuaded not to is because you didn't have 10 again and you lost a dice for it for opening up the violence. But hey,
I'm gonna
it's-
try to use swordplay. It's time to unsheath and yeah, it's time to go stop resisting arrest.
Okay, cool. You're seeing that she's fucking getting away, and these guys are trying to get themselves around a car. It's coming up and it's blocking Melanie off, while Rose has basically got this guy driving the car so confused she's being completely held up. And you brandish a blade. Roll your
Alright, don't
dice.
reload.
Oh yeah, sorry. Predict your successes.
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna predict 3.
Okay. Ooh, you're
4.
over. I mean, it's good bad. You both are gonna gain a success. Rose gets edge. I'm gonna say if seizing the initiative ever occurs again and you both get your predictions correct, you can rejoin your numbers. How about that?
Okay.
But as it stands, 2 and
Uh,
2.
what are the rules for using disciplines in a chase?
If they don't have the discipline, then you've got an advantage on them technically. They don't have you don't have the 10 again. Like they can still do the baseline versions of your roll,
Okay.
but in general, vampires are better at chases because they can add just fresh extra dice to their rolls, and the other vampire or human doesn't have the access to those discipline.
And would that just be in place of one of the skill? In place of the
Yeah.
skill?
So for instance, like you could roll dexterity, stealth, obfuscate. I would have.
Oh.
So you rolled like dexterity, obfuscate. I would have to do dexterity,
okay.
stealth, even.
Okay.
Which would obviously be a lesser, and I
So-
don't have my 10 again.
An attribute and a discipline.
Yeah. If you go attribute discipline, I have to go attribute, and I lose 10 again. So vampire's super good at chasing.
In that case, the chase shall take us into a graveyard, and I am going to roll Presence Carafor to have the ghosts help me slow her down.
What would you say is my attribute replacement for Carafor then? I'm thinking composure, to not get spooked by spooks.
Yeah, Composure's good.
Okay.
I don't know if that helps me or helps them more, but
I mean, I lose 10 again, so it's gonna help you regardless.
I'm also gonna just sacrifice my 10 again and go with weapon attacks.
yeah, I'm
again.
sorry about that.
That's fine. It makes sense to do it. Also, you actually had 10 again turned on for that weaponry roll.
Did I?
you had. Yeah, look.
I
10.
said.
Oh no!
I said.
Is it? Oh no! Is it not in there? Let's see how many dice got rolled here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Which is fine. Yeah, no, 10 is your modifiers. All right, it didn't roll an extra 10. Cool.
Okay.
It just highlights it green anyway. Good. I'm glad that worked. Okay. Rose, you're setting the difficulty,
I've got a
and you have edge.
predict, right?
Pardon?
Or do I have to predict?
Yep. Yeah, everyone, you still have identical modifiers right now for
Yeah,
the
I'm
chase.
still. I'm gonna predict 3 again.
Okay.
I'll predict 3. I'm not going to go too ballsy because I don't have 9 again on this.
I predict.
That's
I
Carafor.
predict 2. All right, roll it up.
Oh,
Presence Carafor.
that's just bad dice.
Oh,
All right.
off my mark.
Scal's gonna
Power.
get 3.
Willpower?
I don't want to
You
spend
guys
more
have
willpower
it.
right now.
Oh, willpower.
You gonna?
Oh,
Okay.
willpower.
I'm not.
Ooh,
Ah.
whenever Hedra reminds you to willpower, you fuck
Yeah.
it completely.
Yeah.
You gotta come to those decisions on your own. Obviously, the game knows.
Yeah. It's like, all right, you didn't really need the willpower, so we're not giving it to you.
Oh god. Okay, so I have no 10 again.
It doesn't matter.
It's
Too.
two!
Oh,
Yeah, Yeah, I saw that fucking coming.
Alright, I'll get edge back. And currently I have more successes. DCL, roll your thing. You could still get more points.
I already did. I rolled a 1.
Oh.
Ow. Rough.
Ooh. Okay. We're even again. And I get edge. Okay, so spooks, as you might expect, spook the shit out of her.
Not as much as I wanted, but
Yeah, she stumbles and staggers, like, sadly the effort of, like, getting them all together and working for you proves to slow you down in and of itself. It kind of breaks you even, and DCL, the ghosts don't appear to give much of a fuck about your weapons, and she's much too spooked to them to, like, you know, settle comfortably in engagement range. Like, you get close, and she manages to duck out the way and sprints clear again, but you guys are pretty fucking close now. In fact, now that we're at, we've gotten this deep into the chase, I'm going to say it's 4 successes is necessary, if only because we might be here a while. That said, there's a chance you can close this out. I'm going to pick the dice pool and predict successes. If you guys both predict your successes and are both correct, then you can combine yourselves into one group again and just take the win.
Forgot that I got 9 again on weaponry.
You don't have it, though, on a chase, because
Okay.
you lost your again status. Okay. Let's go with... She's only got 2 Vitae left. Alright, she's gonna go with Dexterity as her dice pool.
Yeah, that's something I have. I'm gonna go with Dex Stamp.
Yeah,
Wait,
you can pick a different attribute to go with Dexterity. You lose your 10 again.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Dex attribute. Dex Stamina, sorry.
Okay.
Because if she's running fast, I just gotta run the long.
alright, Dex, Celerity. I don't have Celerity, so what's the scenario?
She is literally just trying to get a breakaway sprint. Your guys are clear of the graveyard. She is making it towards a heavily wooded area. You're pretty sure there are going to be car parks near Silverleaf, and if she gets through these woods, then she's probably going to be a route of escape.
I'm also gonna guess 3 again.
I'm gonna go Dex Streetwise to take a shortcut.
Okay.
I know these streets like the back of my hand.
Ooh, 5.
How many did you guess?
I guess 3.
Okay, so you're away from your guess by 2.
Yes.
That said, I should have set you your difficulty first, so you cannot willpower. I'm about to roll.
Okay.
Well, maybe I'll fucking do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cock and no 10s. Oh, it was close.
But you didn't guess though.
I guessed 3. I didn't make it.
Okay.
And even though I'd have 9 again...
No agains.
Yeah, okay. It doesn't cancel out to just 10 again.
No.
It's too bad. Alright, here we go. Dexterity Streetwise.
Alright. DCL, you gain the
I
point.
didn't make a prediction, so I'm out of that.
Yeah,
Should have made a prediction.
Alright, DCL, you are up to 3 successes. You have the lead. 1 more and you win it. Melanie is weaving and ducking through these trees, and you see her, like, go into an unnatural burst of speed, and you just have to fucking muscle down and go for it. Rose has disappeared from your sight. She is maybe taking some kind of a shortcut, but she wants to get through these woods as quick as possible. That turn probably took closer to 1.5 minutes than a minute, in all honesty. You guys have actually been making it quite far around here.
Yeah.
But now you're in the depths of the trees. Her sprint burst isn't working for her. She's trying to stay ahead of you, but it's not lasting those moments. She's getting from tree to tree quicker than you, but you're just, chugging through, jumping over shit. You're starting to Terminator on her now, and she's definitely flagging.
Yeah.
You are 2 successes out. I was a success out. Rose couldn't guess. I technically have edge for this turn.
Yep.
She's only got 1 Vitae, so I can't pull that trick again either. Otherwise, she frenzies and this chase ends. She's gonna try and lose you with 1 last dexterity stealth.
Alright.
I'm gonna guess her pool. Gonna get 3 successes.
She's gonna try and like lose us in a crowd or something?
She's gonna try and lose you in the woods.
Yeah.
Woods, okay. Fuck.
What? Okay, so can I use Vitae for physical intensity in this?
Nope. You can use it when
Okay.
you're if you are declaring the dice pool, then yes, but you do not have edge.
Well, then I'm going to stick with my usual route of dexterity weaponry, trying to flag her down, maybe throw a knife. I know throwing a knife is athletics, but
Yeah,
thematically,
thematic.
throw a knife into her thigh using pincushion to give her a leg rack.
Yeah, makes sense. Again, you have no agains on that roll.
I'll spend my willpower, and I'm just gonna spend that out now. So,
guess your successes.
Let's say I'm just gonna keep to 3.
Okay.
I like being conservative.
And Lily.
Having taken my shortcut,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to roll Wits Composure to see you're coming out
Okay.
at the other side of the woods.
That sounds good to me. And your successes guesses.
I'm gonna guess. Usually, I'm really good at these, but that's because I have 9 again.
Mm.
I'm gonna guess 2 successes.
Okay, so I'm guessing 3.
1.
Oh, that's terrible. It's a 1. I'm 2 away from my successes.
I got 1 away, and I got 2.
So you're gonna have edge at this rate.
And
You
oh,
goon it. That said, DCL, you make it to 4 first.
oh,
This chase ends. You catch her in the leg with a knife, and she goes down. She doesn't go down at first. I mean, she's a vampire, and you hit her in the leg with a knife, but it makes her stagger, and it slows her down. That is all the time you need to get on top of her, and dig that knife down, and rip out a chunk, and she is racked. From there, it's no problem. You're able to cuff and tag Melanie Nguyen.
Binding up those legs. Don't want another burst.
Yeah. Does not have the juice. You can even tell at this state she is exhausted, both of resources and just in general. Rose, it takes you some time, but even with a failure of trying to spot any stealthy shenanigans, you hear the yell of surprise and anguish as she is brought down, and a bunch of cursing in Vietnamese.
I almost had her.
Hoof. Was a little worried when you split up from me, but considering this was your first chase, you did a pretty good job.
Yeah, congratulations. Now you shall expedite this portion. You're going to be able to bring her back. Do you take her directly to the Elysium?
After one question,
Sure.
why'd she do it?
Why'd she do it?
Let's take. Should we take her back to safe word?
No, I'm happy.
Your place is considered safe ground, and this was an Invictus matter and an assault on the people. You probably shouldn't.
It's fair.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to take her back to Invictus, especially to be interrogated. But if you have any questions now, you might as well ask.
I just want to know why.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I asked why she did it.
If you're both asking the same question, you can help each other. One of you can make the roll for a social test. Pick your dice, make your thing.
I will use dominate.
Dominate. Okay. DCL, you can roll a different social test and give... well, in fact, who's taking the lead? You give the modifiers to the other.
This is Rose's question. I'll let her take the lead. And I guess I'll use dexterity weaponry. She ran for her life.
Oh, no. This isn't a chase anymore. You guys have won. You're actually just questioning her. This is a normal roll with an assistance.
Oh, you can't use weaponry to be do it or it's
you can try and do it to intimidate her, but it's not dex.
That would be the intimidate skill.
Yeah, which unfortunately I have none of.
Yeah.
Why?
He's a babyface. He's too unassuming.
I'm gonna use wits empathy then.
Okay. Yeah, make wits empathy. Try and get her off her game.
Yeah. 2
2
successes.
All right. Oh, you have 9 again on that shit.
Yeah, I have a specialty.
Oh, empathy lying. Right. Yeah. Oh no, sorry. Yes, the specialty lies. Specializations are a mod, asset skill in empathy. You mean?
Yeah.
9 again.
Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah, no, your 9 again's an expression, not empathy.
It didn't matter. I didn't get any.
You didn't get any 9s anyway. Okay, that's fine. So add 2 to your roll.
Mesmerize, which is intelligence, expression, and dominate.
Sure.
Intelligence. I need to up my intelligence.
For the get mark.
Versus resolve and blood potency.
I'm gonna give her negative since she's literally fucking puffed out and out of blood. Oh god, I got 4.
Holy shit. Why can I never use dominate?
I'm
Scowl's
so
dice.
sorry. I'm a really...
Scowl's dice
Oh
would-
my god.
My WAD dice are fucking crunk as shit. The larger my dice pools get, the worse I am as well. Because when I was rolling, like, you know, fucking 10 dice pools of people at the apex of their power, I couldn't do fucking anything.
Well, I'm not gonna bother with the willpower.
Okay.
Fucking 4 successes.
On 5 dice.
Alright. I'm hitting the roll. Yeah.
Don't forget your 2. You've got an extra 2 from DCL.
Oh, okay. Come on, 2 10s.
One's in.
And again...
Come on. Maybe I will roll that willpower.
Motherfuck! Maybe you
One
don't.
more.
Maybe you still don't even need to.
I'm gonna roll that
Debatable.
willpower. It's my last willpower. I'm going all out on this motherfucker.
You're gonna do it. Jesus. How many?
There we go.
You made it to dramatic success as well, didn't you?
Yes.
She made it past dramatic.
Yeah. Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes.
Okay.
That was a roller coaster of a
How,
roll.
how am I going to word this all? Especially since she's under. Tell you what, I'm going to pour myself a drink and think on the best way to answer this, because originally she was going to give you a bit of cryptic bullshit and then the interrogators would eventually give you a as they discovered it down low. But I feel like she's probably going to admit like literally fucking everything. So yeah, I'll be right back. And yeah, pour myself some fresh stiff drink.
If I get a good dominate.
Congratulations.
It's been fun listening to.
I kind of like the chase system.
It's the first time I've ever even heard of it being used.
Well, yeah, World of Darkness has a few weird systems like the door system.
Chase system.
Yeah. But
Well-
once we get used to them, I think they'd be good.
It was a 10% chance for it to this to happen.
Yeah, I was like sitting there going like, I'm betting on the 10. When it was just like, yeah, I had to make a 1d10 roll.
They'd be like, challenge the head for luck. Lo and behold. Oh man, but it led to a lot of fun things to see here, how it worked. Learn the mechanics as well as the fucking bullshit.
Mhm.
It's too bad Versendi missed this.
Rosindi would have liked to have seen the actual chase system be used.
Yes. Yeah, but it's been fun to listening to this.
Cat is fine too.
Glad you had fun.
Well, it's fun. It's fun when others are having fun, so just drink on that.
Oh yeah, I need to.
Yeah, if I'm being perfectly honest, today was not a good day.
Yeah, I can tell. Did like super bad shit go down at work?
No, not necessarily.
Is
That was
March
perfectly fine. It's just shit. I don't know.
is March continuing to be March?
No. I just have a nasty tendency of bottling shit up, and then it just kind of comes out at once.
March has not been a good month for many of my friends.
And a return.
It's not. Never mind. It's a non-issue.
Pat. But yes.
Okay. Right. Now there's fresh whiskey in me. So, over the course of effectively, dragging her over to someone, you might need to, call a lift or whatever, since you guys just arrived on a bike, but it doesn't take too much to get that organized. I'm not going to faff with that aspect of it. Question
Maybe
her
call
on
Invictus or Carthian.
Yeah. You're able to question her on the why that she's been about. And at first, it's a lot of babbling, as though she's worried or afraid of something. Until, eventually, he lets it all spill out. Down in another town, a group of vampires, unaffiliated by all she can tell, known as the Witches. They called themselves the Witches. But most importantly, they taught her rituals. Rituals of binding and of influence. The kind of rituals that people can use to create, like spies with activation words. Like that kind of thing. All she needed was a focus and a venue. They knew she had access to these two things. How they had access, she isn't sure. One of the members of these witches is supposedly some kind of a seer or a cardomancer, such as it were. Traditional tarot style is how she describes it to you. However, as you're, asking her this question and answers are spilling out of her, she failed in her task. She never got to set this spell, as it were, in place, to finalize this ritual that the witches taught her. The color seems to be disappearing from her already pale face. You can see that her, previously quite pale lips are turning slate grey. There is a missing light to her eyes, the more and the more that she taught. And you're just,
I will
give
her a vitae?
Okay. You attempt to give her a vitae, and at first she looks temporarily revitalized before she suddenly coughs, and it comes out of, not her mouth, but her nose, viscous, like runnier, closer to water than the dark, inky thickness of a
Okay,
vampire's
question.
vitae. Yeah.
So, if you have one vitae and you go into torpor, can you still be given vitae to get back up, or do you just die?
You can pull someone out of torpor, they don't perish.
Yeah, as long as they have vitae, right?
Supposedly, yes.
No, you go into torpor when you have no vitae, so you'll wake up at some point and then be ravenous. I think.
Can you be given vitae in torpor?
I think so.
Yeah, you can wake up a torpored vampire by feeding them vitae.
Okay.
It's part of some of the waking rituals that also let them do their memory, depending on whose vitae is used and on other circumstances. But another matter.
I'm going to ask for forgiveness later, but for now, I'm going to basically torpor her.
Okay.
To keep her from killing herself from whatever bindings are on her.
Sure. And as you even get to knocking her out,
Actually, yeah, I could just knock her out. Fucking.
Well, no, you can go full torpor, and indeed, when you knock her out at first, you probably opt to swap to torporing because her hair is starting to fall out. If anything, her body is losing cohesiveness. She's still talking even as she goes under
Rose stepped out the domination.
Stop talking.
She goes silent.
Shit. We need to get her back to the Invictus quick.
Roll me a chance die.
Ah. You have to say the one thing I don't want to hear.
Yeah.
We already got our 10 on the chance die this session. We're not getting another one.
It can happen.
I'll roll it.
Okay.
No.
No. Okay.
God fucking damn it.
You
let
get
me see what I would
her.
have gotten.
Right.
I would've gotten.
You get her into the car, but what gets delivered to the Elysium is little more than a bag of bones and flesh that used to be Melanie Nguyen.
No.
That actually pisses me off.
She told you everything. You actually learned more than you would have from the Invictus layer, and she would have been introduced to the final death as a criminal in the first place. You did it exceptionally well.
No, I mean, I know she was supposed to die. I was just worried that she died before divulging everything.
Yeah, no, she divulged it all.
Well, still in character since I don't know that. I'm still pissed.
Yeah.
I'm upset because she died. And honestly, like, being an asshole to the Invictus is not a
It's not
death
something-
worthy crime to me.
She abducted a vampire and used them to cast a ritual. It was death.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
a dickbag move. So,
Well,
that's-
I'm upset because that was a potential information asset lost. Fuck it. All right. Well, I gotta get back to the Invictus and deliver the news.
I will make this into a handout for you.
Yeah.
now I have some choice information for the Carthians. Or the highest bidder.
I would prefer you give that to the Carthians. before
I'm
you
not
tell-
talking to you.
I can see the look in your eye.
Give me a wits composure. Sorry, give me a wits empathy, DCL.
Yeah. Mm.
Let's see. Let's
Whatever your subterfuge roll of choice is.
manipulation subterfuge
go for
or like
Yeah, it'd
presence
be-
subterfuge
It would be
or
manipulation.
composure subterfuge.
Yeah, either of those are fine.
Composure subterfuge.
Oh.
That's
it.
intelligence, not composure, but you
Oh,
know.
what? Fucking
I mean, you won with lesser dice anyway, so
yeah.
unless
my
your
would
composure
be
is-
one higher.
yeah, unless your composure was less.
I hate that when like you select an attribute and then you select something else and it gets rid of the other attribute you selected.
You know what? I shouldn't even need to make the roll in the first place. You kind of just got some sensitive information and you're
Yeah.
not a part of the organization. So I'm just gonna
The
say
organization.
I'll just be like saying, just be careful with that little secret you learned. But I'm not exactly gonna I work with you and I like you more than Invictus, so I'm not exactly going to rat you out nor try to tell you how to live your life. Just
Great.
just be careful. You want to know how you get into the Invictus tier bullshit? It's when you start playing with information. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, that's just part of the game.
Yeah, the fucking game.
It's called the cacophony, right?
And just remember that the foundation of any civilization is always violence. Well, violence and currency, but violence sounds snappier. Anyway,
Violence is just a tool of power.
hey, don't try to get the last word on me. The point I'm trying to make is that if you fuck around too much, someone's gonna come and kill you.
Calipigian. That's the last word, and I'll walk
Calipigian.
away.
It's a fantastic word.
Okay, fine. You get to have the last word with that. I'm leaving now.
Can't hear you. I got the last word.
Well, time to go back to the Invictus and give a report. We'll make sure to give major props to Saul for having the information network to find her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going to once again pretend like Rose did not exist. And say
Never
that
here.
once he divulged the information, She ended up dying.
It's the worst part about being the only non-Invictus member of an Invictus party.
I'm just waiting for this
I
to
like it.
eventually bite me on the ass
Uh,
because I'm covering for you.
I was hoping Mers or Hedra would have been like Ordo or Crone or something, so we weren't just an Invictus crew.
Which is the way of things.
But
Come on. You know I'm too fucking condescending to be a crone or an Order Dracul.
Well,
yeah,
I mean, you'd have fucking nailed Lanchea. I'm
So, yeah.
sorry, you're not
Oh,
religious.
yeah, that's very true. Nobody fucking disagrees with me.
So yeah, I'll explain everything that happened from the bartender, and yeah, we did the job extra.
And did that handout show to everyone?
Yes, at least to me.
It's in your little hands out section. So it's right there at the bottom of it.
we did have a dragon for a while, Stinkclaw, but no more.
By the way, I need to ask: can I cash in one of my dots of professional training? Because if I recall correctly, I can't. I believe the ruling was no, you cannot have weaponry 6, which was what that dot was spent in, trying to increase weaponry above its 5.
You don't get an extra dot of a skill.
Yeah, in professional training 4, you raise the asset skill by 1 dot. That's what I was talking about.
Didn't we tell you about that? But that's not how that.
Is that not how that works?
Oh, this...
Professional training?
Professional.
What? Okay, sorry, I wasn't listening.
The 4th dot of professional training, does it not give you a dot in an asset skill?
Yeah. It increases any of them by 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. With the resources
Okay,
at your
yeah,
disposal,
you're
you
right.
have access to extensive educational tools and mentorship. Take a skill dot
You're
in an
right.
asset skill. Whenever you purchase a new asset dot, take a beat.
Yeah, I tried to do that to get.
Oh, you
weaponry
tried to
up
do that
6.
to make weaponry 6.
Yeah, which I believe was the ruling is no, which is
That's
why
a no.
weaponry.
Yeah. You can
Yeah.
put it in either a different asset skill or, undo your extra dot of operational training and spend that elsewhere.
Yeah, I'll delete that weaponry 6. I was excited about that, but no,
Yeah,
that's not how that
that's
works.
not how that do.
You gotta boost your blood potency.
Yep. Or you can cheat.
Well,
and...
blood potency's for attributes,
Yeah.
I
not
think
skills,
it
right?
increases
Yeah.
skills, right?
Goodness, now I have to open another book and
Okay.
check.
No,
I'll
blood-
do it later.
Blood potency is for physical.
Obviously, another way
attributes.
to get quote-unquote weaponry 6 would be to create another specialization. That said, you literally already have one in place for katana. So, like if you think about it, that extra dot is just the difference in modifiers. So you can try and find another modifier to create for yourself.
I mean, there's other
Well,
things that you
wait,
can get. Mhm.
Wait. There is a merit which
I know.
increases your specialization
By 1. Yeah, that's
By-
what.
from 1.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I was about to mention. I was saying, but the reason why I wanted my weaponry skill to go up is because that meant more defense.
that's understandable. Yeah, sadly, not the way that's going
Not
to work
gonna
out for you.
Yeah,
Uh,
not gonna happen.
No, there are plenty of ways to generate extra dots, but 5 is just the capacity on that normally.
Yeah.
I will need to check with how it rules in blood potency increasing dots. I don't know how it works on the sheet.
I'm-
Increased blood potency does increase the skill cap
It
as well as
does.
attributes.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
But you need to get to 6 blood
Yeah,
potency.
you need a.
Ah, fuck
you need
that.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
are
that's
never
not
going to get that old or
And-
powerful.
At that point, you have to feed on kindred.
Yeah.
And at that point, you can fuck right off away from Rose.
Yeah,
Well-
she is the most delicious kindred that ever kindreded.
I guess I just get more resilience.
At least the current prince just got out of torpor, so he's probably not at that level.
No, his BP has to recover before he'll be at that level.
Otherwise, I would be worried.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, to be fair, you'd be really well treated because he would owe the Carthians in order to be able to utilize you as an extra delicious source of food.
Just fucking kidnap me and...
I mean,
Oh, sorry, she must have died.
yeah. I mean, he could try that, I guess, but it's only because you taste more delicious than the other kindred he'd have the ability to feed on. But yeah, no. If he gets himself back up to BP6 and you're still around, he might offer you like money and power, and offer the Carthians money and power so that you could be one of his feeding vassals.
You know, fuck
You
off.
know, it's hilarious and things like that. Like, oh no, she must have died sucking on like a
rose Capri
juice
Sun.
there, and just hear that slurping sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delicious
Yeah,
rose Capri Sun.
The best
And-
part about that is though, I like can't be bound. I'd make life living hell for him.
You get 5 dots. Okay, yeah, I know what it's going
Mhm.
on. Yeah, I have stamina 6 now.
Oh yeah, so that's great. So while all that happened, you're like, okay, just takes off the phone and just hands in the report, goes back to work.
The day will end for a lot of you.
Woo!
Woo, you did it good. You did the frankly unexpected.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. That's why I was not on my aspiration.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to come back and see what reward we're gonna get for doing that.
Let's have a think here. I might as well think of a reward now because I didn't expect you to succeed either. I should have. I'd be like, they can't even try unless they get a 10 on the chance die. She'll just skip town. But no. As I said,
That's
got to
what you
use
gotta
the oft untouched fucking chase rules.
Yeah.
I need to
So
use that in my game.
I don't need a reward right now. It's just gonna be one of those things, like later down the line when some shit goes down. It's gonna be like, I've been a good soldier, motherfucker.
Someday, I'm gonna come to you with a request, and you're
Fucking.
gonna grant that request.
Oh, yeah, that's
Godfathering the
right.
Fuck out of it.
The expansion. I'm like, where did we literally just hear that line?
What? No, it's the fucking Godfather. I would grant you this request on the day of my daughter's wedding.
No, not that
But
line.
no,
The line 3rd was the saying.
Someday, I'm gonna
Yes.
come to you with a request, and you're gonna grant me that request.
Oh, so was the expansion just aping Godfather in that?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
It's a
Yeah.
fairly well-known line.
It's a classico. Alright. I'll have to think on what your reward will be. It's hard to say, like, because technically, like, you know, this was a nameless extra thing to do. And you were only ever going to learn when you caught her, and you got that fucking outrageous success, like a limited amount before she perished underneath interrogation.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, but the thing is, with considering all the things that happened, we
yeah,
went above
far and
beyond
again,
the-
above and beyond. So yeah, I'll have to think of something. But yeah, if you want to make recommendations, someone in the chat said maybe DCR gets an extra tick towards the sword aspiration. Could do, could do. Indeed, I might consider some extra ticks towards other people's shit.
I almost want to ask for a blood, but I feel like it's.
But you don't know.
just
Yeah,
the-
you guys can all take a blood beat.
Ooh, blood beat for using the dominate. To
Yeah, and you also you also get one of those. Yeah, no, all of you guys can take a blood beat. Rose, you take an extra for getting a super success on your S test.
Oh man, I got 1 blood beat. Only need 4 more.
Dude, it fucking adds up.
Oh, I've had these blood beats like just sitting here for ages though.
I know.
I have 1 blood experience.
It adds up eventually. You just gotta keep.
I do
on
wish
it.
there was.
I imagine
like,
that
people-
there are other chances that might have come up, and I just needed to be asked, "Hey, can I take a blood beat?" Maz was the best at that, and then she became an evil shadow vampire. So you know, the opportunity is always there for all of you.
Cool.
Just a matter
Just-
of knowing the conditions.
So just do the search on the legality before the night ends, and then
Yeah.
you know, the legal
Oh.
percentage of restorative work of Nazi reclamation. You know,
Yeah.
Now this might be asking for too much, but can I say I learned that dot of celerity for 3 because I get a good teacher rather than the 4?
Give me a second. And yes, blood beats are a special type of beat that vampires acquire. Usually it is attached to when you get a dramatic success utilizing like discipline abilities. Against other vampires, is generally how that goes down. Blood beats are spent on BP.
I understand.
Okay, let's see. Magents. Hey, okay. Yeah, you can have you can do it at 3. Angelina is in fact a good teacher.
Nice.
And you saw celerity at work.
Everything just crashed.
Everything
Oh.
crashed?
Not good.
Yeah, it's good.
System out of memory.
How long has it been since your
Stop
computer's
downloading
restarted?
porn.
I thought you've got
Like
memory.
yesterday.
Oh no, that should be fine. My computer doesn't get restarted for like weeks at a time. My computer's old and shit.
Indeed.
I have like faulty. I don't know if my video card is failing. Or maybe my RAM is
Is
failing.
it RAM?
I don't know.
I was gonna say, like, if your memory's just like filling up and not going away, it's probably RAM.
That would be the cheaper option.
That's what's good. And easier to test. You can just
Actually,
take a
yes.
RAM card out and just see what happens.
You have to get a stick there. But
Yeah.
the fun thing is that the DDR4 prices are like dropping still, and will still drop throughout 2019.
I can't wait for them to be
Good.
cheap enough that I can get a new computer.
Mhm.
That'd be nice. Okay, I know, it won't happen unless I
I
get
would
to
love
actually
that.
move out with Getty.
Which reminds me, I need to go back to writing.
Yeah. Don't worry, we won't be going massively longer, but I do want to get you on track.
Oh yes.
So, there are
Sorry.
all
After
of
all
these-
of that, I sorry.
Yeah, there are all of these revelations that are made known. And all of you are handily rewarded. You guys get a physical reward for doing all of this. Okay, cool. That's the Bloodbeat rules, yeah. Very good. So, where was I? You guys get a physical reward. There is a tincture that has been crafted. In fact, like members of your party have gotten this before. I think traditionally Timmy has received one. And I think back in the day while Stray was playing, she got one as well. It is a tincture of Elder Blood that does not incur the rules for blood bondage, and when consumed, despite being like a shot glass's worth stored in a vial, bestows you with 3 vitae and temporarily gives you a +1 modifier to the first discipline you use after consuming it. It is the closest thing you're going to get to a quick use potion in this game. It's pretty fucking potent. It looks like this. It looks almost like a pot of like calligrapher's ink. But when the wax seal on it is broken, you will find that it is instead some kind of ritualistically created kindred-based gift.
So
Do you all
Vitae
accept
potion.
it?
So it's a Vitae potion that gives how much again?
It gives you 3 vitae when you consume it, and you get +1 modifier on the first discipline you utilize after having consumed it. You can choose to accept it or turn it down. They have told you that it will not try to do any incurring a blood bondage. Vitae of an Elder is used as a reagent. It is not the entirety of its source.
I will accept.
And yes, Gideon gets one as well. And you also get a blood beat. You're part of Team Dramatic Success.
I did nothing.
Wait,
That's fine. You did stuff beforehand.
Yeah.
Nothing important.
wait, do I also get a blood beat?
Yeah, of course you do. The
Oh.
party does.
Okay. Oh.
I suppose I'll take the potion.
Actually, wait. Yeah, that's a good point. Since I kept Rose from getting any credit, so do
Oh.
they even know to give her an extra one?
You son of a bitch.
She's a member of your she's a member of your coterie.
Okay.
So yes.
You can't keep them from knowing everything.
Yeah.
I know they know that you exist, but I often keep it from like, oh yeah, you did a helpful thing. On your request, by the way.
Yeah, it's possible that they're aware, at least in part, that like you don't involve her directly, but there is no way that her abilities are not utilized. She's a member of your coterie in the first place. So yeah, no. The successes of the coterie are the successes of the whole. You all get one.
Okay.
Sol will decline the tincture.
Okay. Any reason why?
On the grounds that, well, hey, it does its job, and he doesn't will literally never come to the expenditure of it. As such, it will be better used by others.
Alright, yeah, they will take note of this, and instead tuck that potion away again.
It's
The bartender
it's
will
a very
remember this.
valuable resource.
It is a very valuable
Yeah.
resource, it's true. Yeah.
As such, it doesn't need to be spent on.
Now, question directed in the direction of Lily.
Mhm.
Do you know where your connection to the doors is here in San Pasado? You're welcome
I do
to.
not.
Okay.
But knowing the Apollinaire, probably in a graveyard.
You would be close in this thinking.
So once everything's calmed down and all that, I will go a searching.
So, give me a wits streetwise plus your dots and Carrefour.
This is just like my best
I've
roll.
probably just
that is
named all your dice. It's gonna be the worst modifier. It's gonna be the
four,
worst successes.
4, and 4.
That's good. You're gonna get like 2 successes at best.
Plus 9 again.
2 successes
get
at
one
best. I sense it. You have 1 success even.
This is not related to the black market, so I don't get that specialty. Unfortunate. So, what's streetwise Carrefour? Oh yeah, exceptional success.
Fuck, it takes you a night to find it. Alright.
Woo!
So you locate it. Your thought that it was a graveyard is close. It's actually at a hospital's morgue right by a train station. You use a nice bright, let's go with a blue colour. Nice charming blue. Going to be right here. The north and east of the Elysium. Not be size 40 font. Okay. So right here is your entrance to the doors. From there, you can find the link up that will take you to doors all across the world, including Switzerland. And with a 5, you even know what to expect. Or have a rough idea at the very least.
Okay. Good.
Doorways into places like that, it's not as simple as opening the door, walking down a hallway, and traveling to another. There are a lot of doors in the world, even ones specifically laid out for, traversing. A lot of them open up on graveyards, hospitals, morgues, and other places. But always they tend to be near locations that naturally form towards public transit. You know that old thing, like someone put some mold down on a table and planted sets of food to represent where capital cities were, and the mold grew in the exact shape of Japan's subway system. Like, that same concept plays out here. Like, these doors all connect in a way that makes logical sense on an empathetic level. It's very likely that you're going to be walking into magical public transport.
Sweet.
As for what that looks like, though, is another matter. You've never been through the door. You find it. I assume you don't just like peek in without your companions, or do you?
I will do a cursory open, you know?
Okay. What does it
Just
cost
make
for
sure
you to
I-
open the door?
Well, it depends on how it's locked. Let me pull up the thing here.
The doorway itself is based inside the morgue, and it's like if you were to go to the hospital itself, there is the attached morgue. There's a police station not entirely far from it. There's an upstairs bathroom, the actual morgue goes down into the basement, but there's an upstairs bathroom, and there's a supply cupboard right next to it, and that is the doorway. It's not locked; it's on the latch, as it were. So it's closed comfortably, but you have to push down the handle to open it. Figuratively speaking, big old air quotes. Like no one can it won't fall open ever. Someone has to try to open it, but it's not locked.
So a small number of gatekeepers are taking up the duty of maintaining the Eternal Crossroads, mapping its intricate and ever-shifting passageways, and locking doors, often using skeleton key to prevent those from outside the bloodline from gaining access, that have been left ajar to prevent the unaware from stumbling through. So a lot of them might be just locked to anybody but an Apollinaire, or don't open to the appropriate location without an Apollinaire.
Okay, tell you what, actually, then it looks more like a swipe card door. Like you run your card through it and then you can push down the latch. Like you can see this swiping mechanism. Like it's not there in real space, but it's there, clear as day, when you're looking through your other eye.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that would be like when a gatekeeper creates a door to the Eternal Crossroads, he invents a key, a special way of accessing the door to cause it to open to a linked destination rather than to wherever it would usually lead. This key is usually a simple ritual, special knock, symbol drawn on the door, quick phrase. Apollinaire who forgets which key goes to which door might be in for embarrassment, at least. It's not stop the character from using the same key for multiple doors.
Okay, give me a wits Carrefour.
Oh, yeah, a swipey thing. Okay.
Give me a wits Carrefour.
Just Carrefour?
Yeah.
No street pies?
No. The streets do not apply. Alright. Yeah. You don't have a card on you, and although you're sure you could make one, like contactless credit cards? You just lift your wallet plainly up to this thing and run it across this, and then there's a bleep bleep. And you can
I was actually gonna test that.
Yeah. To anyone who might be observing, but presumably you don't do this when people are watching, it looks like you just like rubbed your wallet on a blank piece of the wall.
Hey, I mean, people could think it's like high tech, like RFID reader.
Like in the wall, like it's a flat surface to anyone but you.
Okay.
To open up
Security
a supply cupboard
systems
that
are
anyone can get
different,
into.
right?
But yeah, fair enough. You swipe it and you hear a bleep bleep. It doesn't happen. There's no bleeping in real space. Bleep bleep.
Excellent. And I'll poke my head through.
There is a gust of wind that takes up your hair, and you can hear a and then, as you open the door and step onto the other side, you can see you're in what looks to be a subway tunnel. Stood by the side of those train tracks is an individual with no flesh on their body. They're dressed in a suit. It seems to rest on them as though they had flesh.
Ikimaru? I did not expect anybody to get that.
And he has a raven sat on his shoulder. The raven's eyes bleed blood. It seems to be dripping occasionally to the floor, or it doesn't leave a puddle.
All he says is dummy thick and nothing more.
Goes off clapping down the railway.
Yeah. And the skeleton turns to you. Alright, what's all this then we have here?
I don't know who this is, but I love him already.
Hello.
Well, aren't you a pretty bird? What's you doing down here in a little dark old place like this?
Are we here with Third? Are we here with Rose?
No,
No.
I assume not.
Just me.
I just wanted you guys to be able to enjoy this as a whole.
I was just checking the door.
Alright, you new coming to the door, eh? Are you, lass? I bet this ain't what you expected.
I didn't expect a whole lot. No.
Nah, right, makes sense, I suppose. You see, this place changed back in the 40s, you see? Yeah, human mind, that's how it works, you know? Back then, used to be, what, carriages and roads across a street of endless night, but fucking people don't travel by carriage these days, do they? Nah, they travel by train, getting places far and wide. Certainly, you could make a case for the plane, but doesn't really fit here, does it? Too much sky on a plane makes vampires scared as shit.
A little taken aback still, and just nod. Yeah. That wouldn't go over very well for most. I'm sorry. Who are you?
Ah, me? My name's the Keeper. There's a whole bunch of keepers. They look a lot like me, but I'm the only one who's me, you know? From a long line distinguished keepers we is. We watch the subways. We help people get on the right train to the right place. Properly simple, mate.
You maintain the Eternal Crossroads.
That's right. Well, maintain's a bit of a strong word. We don't like doing much fucking dusting. Don't know if you noticed, but they're fucking huge. And it'll indicate the tunnel that you're stood in. It looks dusty and derelict, if still active.
Nod. I admit, when I heard about the Keepers, I thought they were just other vampires. Are you...
What do you fucking mean? I am a vampire. I mean, sure, I lost a bit of weight, but still.
My apologies. I'm gonna take a look at his eye sockets. Is one of them all, like, swirly?
Both of them are swirly.
Oh boy.
And you would notice this bird. Very human eyes. Behind the glow.
Oh no. Oh no. It's like a bad Photoshop. Oh no.
Yeah, someone's, they're doing that fucking face swapper on their phone.
God.
They're very small, beady, but certainly more humanoid eyes than you've seen on Babs. Well, I got something on my face, and he touches his face with a skeletal hand.
I'll just take off my sunglasses, and it's just I haven't seen anybody with these eyes
Oh,
since
right.
my sire left.
Oh, really? Who's that fucking geese?
I will supply the name.
Do you want to dare saying it out loud?
I mean, the name he gave me.
Oh, do you not have a name for your sire?
I do not have one.
Okay.
I don't think the party found it out either.
No, they didn't. But we do have to figure out a name, so they might hear it because it's never come up actually. Who was your sire then? European or American?
He was African.
Okay, cool. All right then.
He was possibly went and lived in Haiti in a while, and or probably was from Haiti, but definitely like that, like bringing along the African mythology with him.
All right, sure.
But what would he have gone by? He'd gone by something to fit in. Something probably French.
Yeah, Emmanuel then. Let's go with Emmanuel.
Sure.
Emmanuel is a Haitian name. A modern Haitian name, which is what he would go by.
And I'm writing that down.
Too bad, I was hoping for fucking one Sunday.
Yeah, no.
Oh, name. My side was not.
Yeah, but one Sam D. Ronald, admittedly, is his surname, but but whatever. No, he will be Emmanuel Sandley.
Sadly.
Sandley.
Oh.
Emmanuel. Oh, fucking hell, I know that guy. Bit of a traveller down these parts, I can hang out here a couple of weeks, you might cross him.
Well, not really in a hurry to.
Nah, is that right? Emmanuel fucking burn you, did he? He's a bit of a geese, isn't he?
Just kind of fucked off, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Very much a fucking love 'em dump 'em like, I think. He occasionally comes through with company, but never the same company twice, how it is. Fucking maybe wants easy birds. Not that I'm saying you're an easy bird, of course, that'd be insulting, not too gentlemanly of me. And he wasn't holding a bowler hat before, but he, doffs one so that he can apologetically bow to you, and when you blink, it's not there anymore. Anyway, of course, such pleasantries is fine and all, but if I get took, it should be here all fucking day, ain't we? And I got places to be. These tunnels pretty fucking long. Saw the door open, I had to wander down. You travelling now?
No. I'm just getting a feel for the crossroads before head to Switzerland. Wouldn't happen to path to Switzerland, would you?
Of course I got fucking passed across the whole world. Didn't expect a first timer though. You realise you've got to sign at least a little bit of paperwork.
Really?
It's proper customary. Basically, it's along the lines of, you don't fucking let normies in here. Like other kindred, sure, if it's, business expenses occasionally, that occurs, but it's along the lines of, I will not expose the people of the unawakened world to these great mythical tunnels to get lost forevermore and their souls ripped out and lost in another dimension entirely. That's about the long and short of it, of course. And then, if you break that rule, be it intentionally or unintentionally, I admit we're a bit of a stickler for that. There's no excuse for it's a mistake. Then there's obviously a punishment implicit. But you wouldn't let him in there, would you?
Maintain the integrity of the boundary, yeah. I've got that as an Apollinaire.
Right, of course. Yeah, no, this is just that written down on proper, though. So, if you cock it up, you get punished like proper right quick instead.
Gotcha.
Alright, here, 1 second then. I'm sure I got this somewhere, and he'll, crouch down, and at his feet is a briefcase. There wasn't a briefcase a second ago, there's a briefcase. It looks old, plush leather, and he opens the latch. It sounds like a dozen chains being dropped all at once. Now, let's see here. You plan to use these tunnels forever? I assume this isn't a one-and-done trippy. We've got, traveller passes.
Yeah, plan on coming back.
Alright, fucking sweet. Excellent. There you go. And he'll pull out, actually, yeah, he pulls out, it looks like a, if you take a delivery from someone that got the little tablet. Nah, I apologise, the fucking signatures on this thing never look quite right, do they? There you go, anyway, just tap through there on the keypad, you'll see the agreements as written. Just scroll your name in there, we'll know it's you.
I will glance over the agreements and make sure I'm not signing away my soul.
Nope, but you can make me a Wits Intelligence roll. If you have anything related to specialization in contracts, that would obviously apply.
Black market.
No.
About it.
No. Okay, so yeah, Wits Intelligence roll. Okay, sure. If you were to break the agreement, which is not to leave doors open, allow humans through, or people otherwise uninitiated in what they'd be walking into, so that includes things like leaving the door open and then kids who don't even know what the eternal doorways are, just to wander on in, then you are immediately punished. They take your eye, your other working eye, and you become one of these guys.
Ah. So this guy broke the rule at some point.
At some point. Or started here, honestly. You could ask.
I'll keep that in the back pocket for later.
Fair enough.
And sign it.
Yep, you'll look at it, and again, like, you tap away on it, fucking your signature doesn't look quite right. It never fucking does on these things. Like, that's good enough.
Rose just does it like a fucking scribble.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what everyone does when they get a delivery. Scribble, scribble.
I'm angry. I had to BRB. I had to take care of my chicken, and there was no Tupperware, so I had to wash dishes.
take care of your cock.
Yeah. Taking care of chickens, what the kids call it these days. Did you hear any of it then?
I heard keepers, and then I did not get to hear anything after that.
Okay. She's basically signed an agreement that says, like, you let normies in, or uninitiated people who don't know what they're coming into, and she gets punished. She becomes one of them.
Okay, fair enough.
It's fucking simple, of course. You just close the door on your way out.
Just say no to normies.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want people to stumble across this. It's a breach of the masquerade anyway.
Yeah, fucking course. It's a bit more important than masquerade, of course. People's immortal souls are at cost. They get lost in here. Fucking human walks in. I don't know that they're meant to be here because the door's been left ajar and none of us been fucking told. They just wander. And what happens, do you think, if they wander down the tracks into nowhere?
They go insane?
We have no fucking idea.
Maybe they end up in the underworld. Is this the underworld?
Sort of.
This isn't
No, maybe. I don't know. It's not sure.
underground. It's not like the underworld that I was in, though.
Nah, there used to be a sky back before this was a subway tunnel and all that. So I don't know that there was. But then again, I don't know if that sky was real. It's fucking hard to tell, if I'm honest. None of us really know what this place is. Just occasionally, big important folks like to use it, and they get their own fancy personal train, and he'll, like, wave his hands. All these fucking outright lads. But other than that, it's just fucking people like yourself, just, you know, trying to get from A to B, doing their job, and then ask too many questions, nod away.
Interesting.
Anyway, if you're not fucking travelling through for now, then I suppose I shouldn't keep you, and, you know, close the door on your way out. But otherwise, you want to get to Switzerland, probably take you fucking 2 days, I imagine.
2 days?
Yeah, you sit down, and then you arrive, and 2 days pass.
Wow.
I'm gonna make sure to bring some manga.
I will have to link some doors together once I get there.
Yeah, most people do. Honestly, this place sees only a lot of one-time use unless, you know, they're just business travelers who don't care for the passenger days. Because, I mean, to you, it'll be like that. And he snaps his bony fingers together quite loudly. You'll sit on the train, and then you'll be there. But to other fucking people, that's 2 days just pass. Again, it's why I'm not quite sure it's the underworld, because it's, you know, time fucking don't move right here. Underworld still kind of moves at time moving speed. Sometimes.
Roughly.
Some in places, but like the whole of this place moves right fast, or slow, I suppose.
Not moving fast right now, is it?
Nah, mate, you ain't sat on a train. Sorry, I should have said that first, I guess. Otherwise, you'd walk through the door and fucking years could go.
That would be unfortunate. I think they would have mentioned that to me.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, no, you ain't sat on a train. It's no worries, bud.
Good. Well, I suppose I will be back, and I guess I'll need some visitor passes when I come back.
Nah, thanks for letting me know ahead of time. How many are you bringing?
One second.
Cool.
Okay. I am bringing 4 others.
Alright, I'll bring 12 passes. You can never be too fucking sure.
Good idea. I don't know if we might have to hire another person on or whatever, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright then, Bird, have yourself a good one.
You have a good day, night thing.
Good eternity. It's a fucking fine job, you know. I may not look like I'm having the best of times here in this dingy fucking shadowy shithole, but if you think about it, how many of you buggers do you think are travelling in this place at any one time?
I mean, how many Apollinaire could there be? Like, a few dozen?
Exactly. Let's just say I get to spend a lot of time at a cafe doing shit fuck all, and it's a pretty good deal.
I mean, everyone will pop by and watch Game of Thrones.
Ah, could do. To be fair though, we get cable, all the channels.
Okay. I have a werewolf ghost pops by, watches Game of Thrones with me too. So
Yeah, if I can understand that, I suppose. It's a good show.
I like the idea of ancient guardians just sitting down and watching Netflix.
Yeah, they've got their own cafe. All the keepers of the way when they aren't on duty, just chill out, watch TV.
I'm more of a Steven Universe man myself, like them chipper happy shows.
Yeah,
Enough doom and gloom here for all of eternity.
Yeah, it's fucking miserable. I don't know if you noticed. Someone tried to get us into watching that. Oh, what's it show? That Black Mirror. Fucking miserable. Hated it.
Okay, yeah. I don't know how people can enjoy just misery all the time.
Nah, tell you what, fucking panel shows. We get them all from across the world. Tell you what, the Brits have it right.
8 out of 10 cats does Countdown.
Abso-fucking-lutely. That's all of them. Yeah. Which point he will then escort you back out, and I suppose I should ask, do you close the door behind you?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Close it and give it the tug to make sure it's open, and then, open it. Afterward, just normal-like.
Yeah, and it's just a cupboard.
Perfect. Shut it again. Haha. I have my crossroads.
Yeah, you have the location.
Parfait.
Excellent. Now, we've been going for a decent amount of time. It's late in Yanktown, where sans a large number of the party. Do you have any final preparations for traveling to Switzerland? If anything, you just say them and then roll them next session. That's not a big deal. I feel bad that you didn't get to Switzerland and those aspirations failed, but I didn't expect the chase to actually happen, and that was an hour of the game.
I think the only one who did was Hedra.
I honestly didn't expect we'd be going to Switzerland immediately.
It's almost like already fucking secured myself for not being able to fail that.
If that's the case, I want to make sure to actually go and talk to my fellow weeaboo and see if I can't borrow one of her swords for her job.
It's entirely possible.
It would not. By the way, it would not count. It would not count towards my aspiration, since
that wouldn't be yours, it'd be a loansy.
Yeah, the way I read her is that sometimes I'll go and ask for a sword on loan. She'll be, yeah, sure, just make sure to bring it back. The idea is
often enough, she'll ask you, what is it you're killing, and how long do you need it?
Yeah.
She has one sword that you've been lent once before, and it's because your answer to that question was, I don't know and I don't know.
I don't know, but
if you meet God, then make sure to kill him with this blade.
Just mentioning that I have to do the whole research part of the legal way. See if we can do it the legal and just go fucking fetch it instead of having to, massively break in.
Using legal way with vampires.
I do want to check my Carthian contacts.
Darian met, he didn't meet God, but he did meet a guy that looked suspiciously like David Bowie.
I mean, you could have convinced me that otherwise.
Oh god, yeah, that would be... God, David Bowie would be the coolest vampire.
He would be, wouldn't he?
Don't you think he actually was a vampire?
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah. You're right, he's a changeling for sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, if you think about it, he could predict the future, so he was psychic, because where did Monday go? He went to Sunday.
I will. I think the coolest vampire bloodline would just be a bunch of vampires who find all the coolest celebrities and immortalize them through vampires.
I do like that idea. It was just called the Silver Stars Club or something.
You officially.
You know what? I'm writing that in.
That is a great way to make enemies.
Yeah, so you're officially cool enough. We're gonna offer you vampirism just to see if you want to stay around.
Because I'm thinking like they can't do most shows now. They can't like do movies.
Yeah, it would have to be like it would be
Yeah,
weird.
no, it would be super. Yeah, like that's what I say. It would be perfect because it'd be super fucking dark when all these people like if all their time on the screen is done. Welcome to your life in like vault on the Walk of Fame.
Just being my personal.
Yeah, it's like
Celebrity
literally
bitch.
you've got the vault over. Like I imagine it works a lot like that insulated the Fallout vault of people, but it's all famous people who became vampires and live forever underground.
Yeah,
Plus-
that idea became a lot
No.
darker.
It's see those that died in their highlight. Like say, for example, James Dean. He died when he was greatest, so he was forever immortalized like that. And then he could just disappear from the limelight, have a normal instead of being constantly hounded.
Oh, it's gotta be a fucking group of vampires called the 27 Club.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Hell yeah!
Everyone who fucking mysteriously died at 27.
They gotta like make a bunch of enemies because you gotta think like a lot of those celebrities might be being influenced by vampires. Maybe
Oh, yeah,
their
probably.
ghouls are just being dominated, or like being influenced by other splats. Mages or werewolves or demons.
Mhm.
Oh my.
I don't
All
know
that
about
good
any
shit.
demons, but
I got that reference. Yeah. Fucking.
But yes, I still need to go
Love is
through the
awesome.
legal channel. Go through legal channels here, so in
Sure.
case you don't have to, like rip the fucking vault out and all that stuff.
Okay, sure. You might make some kind
mean-
of progress.
probably not.
Any other preps?
I want to check my Carthian contacts.
Okay.
Under the guise of looking to set up maybe in a second city. I want to ask them about various cities in Europe, the leadership in particular.
No. Oh. That's giving away.
Nah,
That's giving
it's going to
away
be
info.
one of many cities on the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys can handle it smartly. I believe the actual session itself probably start with Gideon's duel, since it would be what, a day for the underground. Back over the date here. 30th of November 2018, so 1st of December. You walked into the fucking tunnel on the 1st of December. I should have had an advent calendar up. Fucking hell. Okay. And Gideon's duel would be Sunday, 2nd of December. So I'm going to, so that I don't forget, let's go with the 2nd of December. Is where we will start, and also the city's effect will change. Who wants to roll dice, in fact? Rem, roll me 2d6, please. Alright, let's see here.
Lucky 13.
Now pick one of these, male or female.
Male.
Okay.
I don't like the sound of that one. Ah.
There you go. The current city effect is a manly pass.
Disappoint.
All male targets for hunting bestow 1 extra vitae and are considered 1 step easier to consume. So any like hunting rolls, you get a +1 modifier if you are getting dudes.
Looks like I'm going trap hunting.
I gotta go finger me some traps.
I feel like it would be much easier if we were going to Korea.
Yep. You gotta find all them Swiss traps.
Oh, this is just the city
No,
effect.
this is
not
just the
world.
city's effect, yeah. Well, it'll be for the month of December.
Well, these are month long.
Could be. There are things that might change city effects, but I've got them set as month at standard, so I don't have to worry about it too often. And you picked a kindred effect, and it's related to food. And then, you know, I was like, fucking male or female, and then winged the rest of it. Such is the way of things. Okay then, so I know you guys as prep. I'll have to poke Mers and see if there's anything she has in particular planned. But, with that, my lovely dears, let's jump to aspiration scoring and see how you all did. Right, that on over here. Okay. So, Rose. Using Legba's curse on someone. Nope. Find a door in the Eternal Crossroads. Yeah, you score that in. 1 beat. You did not help a ghost.
No. Curses.
DCL. Earn a magical sword. Nope. Recruit Kajima. Nope. Go to Switzerland. Nope. It's the way of things. Gideon. Firing a ghoul. Nope. Go to Switzerland. Nope. And Saul. Fire another dot. Nope. Secure Angelina's rediscovered resources. Nope. And purchase a safe place at San Basado. Nope. However, you still all gain 2 end of session beats. Do not forget to record that you gained a blood beat and a potion, so you have chosen to take it. But with that, my lovely dears, I'm gonna take these guys. Screen done. That job is wrapped up. Congratulations for going above and beyond my expectations.
As they say, he.
If you're watching the stream or you're watching the VOD, I hope as usual that you have yourselves a lovely motherfucking good time, and please do take care.
Bye, stream. Bye, YouTube.